Hi everyone, mrrassassin here, and as you read from the title of this video, I'm going to be reviewing my very own blueberry mead. If you happen to come across this video and you don't know what mead is, it is a honey wine. It is closer to wine than beer. It is an alcoholic drink, obviously, and the base that makes the alcohol is honey, much like how wine is grapes, beer, it's like barley or wheat. This is honey. This one is a blueberry mead. It's still honey at the start, and then at what's called the secondary, I added a bunch of blueberries and then filtered them out and let it age, and you get this. Now, I'm not an expert in mead making by any means. I've only made, in my life, 4 gallons. I made 2 gallons 2 years ago, and then I made another 2 gallons last year. This is part of that 2 gallons from last year. I'm going to give you some stats. So, I started this mead. I mixed the honey and water on October 14th, 2019. Then I racked it to the secondary on November 9th. That's when I added in the blueberries. And then somewhere in between November and January, I filtered out the blueberries. I think it was about 2 weeks after that, November 9th. And then it's been bottled since January 5th. So it's, if we're going by bottle age, it's about almost 4 months. Almost. 3.5, 3 3/4. So it's pretty much ready as far as aging goes. And this is the first time that I'll be sampling it since I aged it. I did sample it like when I first was bottling it, when it was like super fresh. And it tasted good then, but age always improves a mead. So let's give it a try now. If you're ever, had a little bit of air there. If you're ever considering making an alcohol, I would highly recommend starting with mead. It is extremely easy to do. Like, out of all the alcohols out there, wine, beer, mead, sake, anything that's stronger than that, obviously it would be more complicated to make. But this, it's just like honey, water, shake it up, just let it sit at room temperature for a long time, and you got mead. Obviously that's highly summarized. There's a little bit of process in that time, but it's extremely easy. Alright, let's give this a try. I have a little whiskey glass to sample this. I really like the color of it. I like how it turned out. It almost looks like a wine. It's like a dark rosé or a very light red wine. Alright. So, as for aroma, it's very pleasant. Like it smells like blueberries, a little bit of flowers. It smells kind of spring-like. Probably from the honey, when you think about it. Very nice. Yeah, I smell the honey, I smell the blueberries. Nice strawberry red kind of color. I don't know if you guys can see it in this camera. There's like teeny tiny little bubbles. It's not meant to be carbonated, but might have had a little bit of extra gas being released when it was bottled. I don't expect it to be very bubbly. Alright, let's taste it. That's very nice. It's not like a strong blueberry flavor. Maybe if I was to make it again, I would use a little bit more blueberry. But it's not overpowering at all. It's very smooth. Yeah, I like that. I would say I'm improving compared to my first mead. I don't think I'll give it like a score or anything, but I just wanted to test this on camera. see what it was like after 4 months of aging. Oh, I don't think I mentioned the alcohol percentage of this. So like, I don't know what the exact number is, but I know that my traditional was, when I bottled it at the same time, I used the same amount of honey at the start. So it started off as being 15.2% alcohol, and then I added the blueberries. So I would expect it to be maybe a little bit above that. So I'd say it's probably between 15 and 16% alcohol. So it's stronger than your average glass of wine, which probably surprises some people if you're not used to mead percentages. It's actually pretty strong. You can make it less depending on the ratios of honey and water that you use, obviously. But I make mine to be about 15%. Yeah, it's very nice. You can taste the blueberry, you can taste the honey. I look forward to trying it again, maybe a couple months down the road. See how it ages. I kept it very natural, like I used raisins for nutrients. I did use a little bit of yeast nutrients at like the very start, but for the most part it was just raisins. I didn't use any clarifying agents. I didn't use any preservatives. It's very hippie mead. Very natural, pretty organic, unpasteurized honey. And I'm very happy with how that turned out. Alright, so that's pretty much it for this video. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe if you want to keep up to date with my content. I'll probably be playing a game next week, so keep your eyes out for that. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Moi moi.